YouTube. This is Vargas, recording live from the Vargas Vault. Um, don't know what time it is in the morning. I just finished organizing the stuff that I just shared with you guys, the books and the CDs and everything. And as I promised, I'm going to do a movie update. DVDs mostly. It's not really movies because I also have some TV shows and stuff. So yeah, just some stuff that I picked up cheap with Movie Freak Bazaar. Um, no flea market finds actually. I haven't gone to a flea market in a while, but I did pick up some stuff with Movie Freak. He had every week he has some sales. He took a break for a week, so I didn't buy anything there. Then he had a liquidation sale, so I picked up some stuff then, and some other stuff that I've added here and there. So let's get started because again like I mentioned before, I don't want to make a really long video, so going real quick. Picked up finally got around to picking up the first season of Battlestar Galactica. I have season 2.5 and it's the only season I've been able to get. But Movie Fixer, like I said, had a sale. Got this one for $1, and it's the complete first season, Battlestar Galactica. I grew up watching. It only didn't last that long, but I grew up watching the original Battlestar Galactica with the Cyclones that had the eye that go like Knight Rider. I like to think that Knight Rider is the prequel to the Battlestar Galactica because you know that the eyes, the laser eyes, were like going like this. And I like the design of the robots there. So the Cyclones. So this one is a new series. I got great reviews from a lot of the sci-fi community. A lot of people really like this. I saw a couple of episodes. I thought they were really cool, but I've been meaning to get the seasons to complete the set. Even though I know the ending of the series, how out of left field that was, but I really like the series that I own 2.5. I want to get the first one and the first part of the second season, and then season 3. If I can get the whole series, I'll do it. But season 3 is when it was still good. For my daughter, picked up Elmo and Grouchland. Every night I read to her a bedtime story, and it's the story about the 3 little Grouches. So I saw this one. I already knew it existed, but I picked up this one where Elmo goes into Grouchland. So it kind of fits into the bedtime story that I read to her. These two I picked up. I like WWE. I like WWE wrestling. Mostly because of the show, and sometimes they really produce a really good storyline with a really good payoff. I like luchador wrestling. I like the high flying moves and the masks of that. I'm not into that much into extreme. I used to watch ECW, but I'm not into extreme wrestling. It's the I don't know. I just never got into it that much. It's the notion of these people who are underpaid, have no insurance for the most part, just destroy their bodies. Is not something that's appealing to me. I don't. Even though I like horror movies, I don't like violence for violence sake. Horror movies, as much as I love them, I know they're movies. They're not real. So when I see people like actually hurting each other, because even in something like UFC, even though it's not a lot really watered down nowadays, they would just put a stop to a match if it got too gruesome. So extreme wrestling, or it's not my kind of cup of tea. But I found these cheap. This is Backyard Wrestling, Volume 5, and Backyard Wrestling, Passion for Pain. So again, these are amateurs for the most part, just wailing on each other, doing like really crazy, non-safe stuff to each other, and I picked it up because it was there. I bought it, but not a fan of that kind of stuff. Picked up some anime. This is Last Exile. Love the metallic cover art. I've never seen this one. I know of it because of a preview in another DVD that was produced by Pioneer. It looked cool. The animation looked really cool, but Actually, I have never seen that one. I need to sit down and watch that one. Lately I've been on this kick to try to get old 70s thrillers. I'm missing the Marathon Man. Is it safe? If you know that scene, you're awesome. But I need to get the Marathon Man, and another one I wanted to get, and I finally got around to getting, is the Manchurian Candidate. They made a remake of this with Denzel Washington that I might track down that I have the original one, but the original one is better, as is normally the case. So I picked that one up. Picked up Fist of the Red Dragon with Donnie Yen. I don't remember seeing this one. I might have. But the thing about, a lot of martial arts movies is that unless it's Jackie Chan or something like or someone like Jet Li, I don't remember. I kind of have difficulty distinguishing them. I can distinguish Jackie Chan movies fine. I know all of his movies. Jet Li for the most part also, but a lot of other martial arts movies. As much as I love the genre, kind of blend together. So I don't know if I've already seen that one. Picked up Volume 3 of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Battle Dimension. I only have Volume 1 and Volume 2, so why not pick up Volume 3? And that, again, love Pokemon. Picked up Hot Rod because I've never seen this one, but I was watching a YouTube video from James Rolfe and What Culture, and they mentioned this one, and I was like, huh. I remember seeing that movie, but I've never actually seen it. I remember knowing about it, but never actually sitting down to watch it, so I'll give that one a shot. Another thing about collecting movies is that again, while I have specific favorite genres, like horror, comedies, action, sci-fi, and I have collections for actors and directors, I also like, seeing older stuff. Some of my favorite horror movies are the 1930s Dracula and Frankenstein. And it's sad that I know a lot of people like that, but I hear all the time that newer generations don't like black and white movies because they find it boring, and I'm like, why? They're really cool. You can't just love the newer stuff with your CGI stuff and say that CGI looks real. Watch something like The Thing or the Fly remake or stuff like that where they use practical effects. That's real. They're actually interacting with something for the most part. It's something there, not CGI. So if that's your thing, cool. But personally, I like seeing the older stuff, even stuff that is older than I am. The 1930s. That's way older than me, and I enjoy those movies. So, Movie Bazaar had this one on sale, and it's the only other Kino release I have is the Zorro movies I picked up a couple of months ago. But this is a collection of French silent films from 1897. So my default is 19 because that's the oldest one I know is Nosferatu, and the oldest one I own is Nosferatu from 1920, I think. So this is older than that, and this is from a French studio called Gaumont. And this is a collection of 3 DVDs that has a French directors, Alice Guy, I think she's a girl, female director Alice Guy, Louis Fula, I'm butchering that, Louis Folade, and Léonce Perret. So it has short silent films, and this kind of stuff I like. I like seeing older stuff because you see the evolution of film. So this was a good find. This one I didn't even know existed, but Movie Free Bazaar had it, and this is Doctor Strange from 1978. So there's a Doctor Strange movie before the Peter Cumberbatch movie, which is really good. I need to get that one actually. But it has Doctor Strange fighting Morgan Le Fay. So yeah. Cause I own the Red Brown Captain America movies. So I didn't know that they actually did Doctor. And I like Doctor Strange. He's one of my top 5 favorite Marvel superheroes, and I need to watch that one actually. Picked up Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the sequel to Planet of the Apes, where another astronaut is trying to find Charlton Heston, and he encounters the apes, but he also encounters the last remnants of humanity that are living underground, and they're worshipping an atomic bomb. Really, really good. I need to track down the rest of the Planet of the Apes movies, but this fits perfectly with the first movie because it's a direct sequel to the first one, so that's cool. Picked up anime. It's the complete 12 episode series of this series called Chivalry of a Failed Knight. I love anime. I love anything anime because I like the animation. I like the fast pace. I just love anime. This one I've been trying to track down for a while because it's a Bill Murray movie. Even though it's an animated movie, it stars Bill Murray, so I count it as a Bill Murray movie. And it's Osmosis Jones. It's about this white blood cell that Bill Murray gets infected with like this tropical disease. So Osmosis Jones, is a white blood cell that has to track down and destroy that virus before it becomes like an epidemic. And he's assisted by this aspirin pill that Bill Murray takes. Just really like it. There was even a TV series of Osmosis Jones, so and I watched it because I thought it was a sequel to that. This one, for the longest time, I thought I had just like Multiplicity. I swore that I had Multiplicity, but I was organizing my movies and going through my Michael Keaton collection, and I have Mr. Mom, I have Pacific Heights, I have Desperate Measures, I have the Batmans, um, and I don't have Multiplicity, and I didn't have Jack Frost. And I'm like, God damn it, how do I not have Jack Frost? So, Movie Free Bazaar had it, and I bought it, and I need to get Multiplicity, because I don't have Multiplicity. Picked up The Artist. I remember this one won a bunch of Oscars. One Best Picture, I know that. And this one is based on the silent movies of old. So it's in black and white, like Ed Wood. And it showcases this actor that's, the talkies are coming into existence, and he doesn't know how to deal with that. So, and then you find out at the end. I've seen this movie, and you find out at the end why he doesn't want to do it. Really good movie. Again, if you like the history of movies, definitely give this one a watch. Picked up Michael Jackson #1s. This I'm hoping that's what this is because it doesn't say. So I'm hoping it's the music videos for Michael Jackson. I'm hoping that's what it is. I haven't popped it in, but it has Don't Stop Till Again, Enough, Come on, Don't Stop, Rush Hour, Rock With You, Billie Jean, Love Billie Jean, Beat It, Love Beat It, Thriller. Even though it kind of scared me when I was a kid because of Return of the Living Dead, that movie traumatized me, but that's a different subject. But after I got over my fear of zombies, Thriller is amazing. I love Thriller. It's actually my favorite Michael Jackson song and video. It has Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, also really good. Dirty Diana, Black or White, You Are Not Alone, Earth Song, Blood on the Dance Floor, You Rock My World. So the best ones are Smooth Criminal from Moonwalker, Bad, Thriller, Beat It, and Billie Jean. So yeah, I need to watch this and introduce my kids to Michael Jackson. A long time ago, I was talking to this really young coworker, and I was mentioning how Bruno Mars is ripping off Michael Jackson, and she was like, "Who's Michael Jackson?" I'm like, "Oh my God, how do you not know who Michael Jackson is?" But anyway, and the last ones I picked up, picked this from Movie Freak Bazaar, like I said, and I've been trying to track these specific downs. I still need Goofy, but Walt Disney or the Disney Company released a couple of years ago a complete collection of their Disney cartoons on DVD. I don't know if they've released this on Blu-ray. I haven't seen it, but it's a series of DVDs that collects the shorts of the old Disney cartoons. And Movie Freakbazar had this, and I jumped at the opportunity of getting two of them. I was able to sell some stuff, and I got the other two that he had on sale. So I picked up Walt Disney Treasures, Mickey Mouse in Living Color Volume 2. Need to get Volume 1, but Volume 2 has the Fantasia short. If you haven't seen Fantasia, it's a Disney animated movie where everything is in rhythm with classical music. It's amazing. It's kind of hard to get through because it's so relaxing. How the music and the animation is just so closely linked. It's kind of mesmerizing, and it always like makes me want to doze off. I always make it through the end, but after the movie's done, I sleep. so so this one has a whole bunch of shorts from Mickey Mouse, which is amazing. And everything fell down. Picked up the fourth volume of Donald Duck. There's four of these. This is the fourth one, and I want to get more Donald Duck because Donald Duck's amazing. And I picked up the Complete Pluto Volume 1 and the Complete Pluto Volume 2. So now I officially have all the Plutos that are out there. So I would like to get the other Donald Ducks, but the other one I would be super stoked to get is the Goofy. I always loved Goofy the best. It was Goofy, especially the older ones, especially the one where he's like this driver and he's like really meek, really mild mannered. He's going out of his house and doesn't step on an ant because he doesn't want to kill the ant. But the moment that he gets behind the wheel, he like transforms. He goes like all crazy ass, and he's like running over people and cutting off other people. That cartoon is my favorite Goofy cartoon. That one and the hockey one. So I know there's a Disney Treasures for the Complete Goofy. If I can get that one, oh my god, I would be so super happy. And at least another one of the Donald ones, because Donald was my second favorite one. Even though seeing him lose his shit was kind of funny and sad at the same time, because I don't know, I always felt bad for Donald because he had anger management issues and everything here. And I don't know. I like Goofy the best, especially his scream. But Donald was my second favorite. I never really much cared for Mickey that much. He was there. He was okay, but Donald and Goofy are my favorite ones. Goofy then Donald, because seeing Donald just lose his shit all the time was funny to me for some reason. And on the subject, I would also like to get some Looney Tunes, the earlier Looney Tunes. That would be pretty cool to own. So yeah, that was the DVD update. Got some really cool gems. Those Disney ones are going to be my recommendations if you can find them. I know they're kind of hard to find because I've never seen them on the flea markets, and Movie Freakbazar had never brought those before until now. So yeah, I'm guessing they're kind of hard to find, but if you can find them, definitely pick them up. I would highly recommend those classical cartoons. I don't know if they actually have them on Blu-ray. I have no idea if they're on Blu-ray or if they're on YouTube, but definitely check out those old Disney cartoons. They're really cool. They're really cool. They're not as edgy as the Looney Tunes one. Looney Tunes really took it to the extreme in some cartoons. Disney was always kind of safe, but not too safe. So definitely recommend those. Those would be my recommendations. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this DVD update. So we did comic books, we did other stuff, and we did movies, DVDs, and the like. So went all over the spectrum with this. These three videos. So I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you can, I know there's a lot of people out there that watch my videos and always comment. So thanks so much for that. And if you're a new person and you don't like long videos, well, I apologize. I try to cut down these and be as brief as I can. But the thing about me is that I like talking about stuff that I love. I love books. I'll talk about books. I love movies. And DVDs, I'll talk about DVDs until, I grow blue in the face. But yeah, that's the thing. If you don't enjoy what you collect, then what are you doing? You have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, don't do it. And I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy, even though it gets me into troubles for buying so many movies. Not because of what I spend, because it's not that expensive, but because of the amount of movies that I have now. Bordering on 3,000 movies, not counting wrestling DVDs and TV series and TV shows and TV anime and stuff like that. So yeah, I have quite a bit of movies to own that I own. So, but again, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. And if you don't love what you're doing something wrong. So yeah. But thanks so much for watching. Leave your thumbs up. You leave your comment. I appreciate that, and I try to respond as soon as I can. So until I see you all again on the next video, this was Vargas recording and signing off from the Vargas Vault. Thanking you and take care.